nationally ranked team. Looking for Darren Wall against them. And more importantly, it's a regional. It's a regional win against a good team and been 4-0 against the GLIAC. That's pretty cool. Huh?
Yeah, Coach talks about it all the time with regional games and how important they are. And we started off, belly mine those first couple games with some tough losses, but and we talked about we haven't beat a team that's over 500 yet. Coach has emphasized that we got to beat somebody that's good. So that felt really good going into Christmas break. Get some time off, beat a ranked team like that, beat a good team, and we played well. So it was nice to go on a break with that win.
It's been a few days, so I wondered if you might be a little rusty. Maybe was that the case? Maybe early in the game, just got up that 14-5 deficit.
Maybe a little
fire
bit
after that though.
Yeah, no, it's just us getting ourselves going. I think we came in and after we had 3 days off after playing, and then got after it. So we were a little, rusty coming in, a little sore after those first couple of days. Cause we went hard this week in practice. So it was just kind of getting our feet under us and getting ourselves going, and we responded really well.
With a break coming up, I'm sure there's a temptation to maybe relax a little bit and maybe look forward to that break. But so, what were your prime motivators for this game? Besides the fact that it's a regional game.
Being somebody that's over 500, being somebody that's good. That's coach has talked to me personally and talked to all of us. Right? Yeah, nationally ranked. So they were 9-1. So coming in and being a team with that type of record, and it's just winning a basketball game. Where you want to go out there and compete. That's just what you want to do day in and day out, is just go out there and win. And that's what we went out there and did. Responded well, and I think the whole team. The whole team contributed, and it was a fun win. It was fun to be out there playing today.
You guys are 7-3 in your first 10. What you expected? A little. How does it feel just to be?
Definitely no. It feels good. It feels good. We definitely could be 10-0 or 9-1. Just we've talked about just those few plays that if we wouldn't have taken off, or those few plays here and there that are game changers. Because the few games that we've lost were by 10 or under. Haven't really been any blowups or anything. So we look at those, and that's what we kind of push forward with. Is we don't want to ever let that happen again. So 7-3 going to break. Good start to the year. Just got to keep moving forward.
At one point, I think you guys were 11 of 17 from 3 at one point. You're up by 27. With this team in particular, it really does seem like that's contagious. When one guy gets going,
oh, absolutely,
it really snowballs fairly quickly.
Yeah, one guy makes a shot, we just want to keep it going. And with the guards we have, with Mo and Jermaine and Rel, they see the floor so well, and it's just we had a couple extra passes where a guy could have took the shot, but then the next guy probably could have shot it twice with how open he was. So getting those shots open, being able to set our feet, and just being excited for your teammate, just being excited for the next guy to make that shot, and that's what we are, because we have a ton of guys that can shoot the ball. This is definitely the best shooting team I've ever been on. It's fun to play creating
good shots. You gotta love that as a shooter.
Right. Oh yeah. Playing with Mo and Jermaine, and Rel, especially Mo, he's just unbelievable. I'm sure everyone talks about how well he can see the floor. He really, best point guard I ever played with. So it's shout out to him for getting us all the shots and doing what he does out there for us.
Rek, your thoughts on winning against a ranked opponent, a regional opponent, a team that I think battled Louisville to like a single digit. That's a pretty quality opponent.
Oh no, definitely a quality opponent, and a program with a lot of history. 8 national championships at Kentucky Wesleyan, and Coach Osborne, who's had a lot of wins on his own, and then at Georgetown he won national championships. So, no, it's definitely having a quality schedule like we've had, and then having a top 25 team come in, and then us be able to do the things. And we've talked about our shooting. They actually shot better from 3 than what we did percentage-wise in the game, and did a nice job from the field. The turnovers, our defense made the difference. We really worked hard, and the guys did a great job overall following a game plan, and we blew up a lot of their plays, and we were more disruptive to them than what they could be to us. And I thought our execution, the way we had the floor spaced, and our guys' execution, finding open men on basket cuts and making them rotate a lot. It was almost like you watch a great tennis player against someone where they end up standing in one place and making the other person run all over the court. I thought we did a good job against a good team of moving the ball, sharing it, and turning a good shot into a great shot. Because we had more than once that a guy had an open shot, made one more pass to just a totally uncontested shot. Or I thought we made great decisions on when they saw a hard closeout of driving to the basket when we got to the free throw line. And so the points we created off of turnovers was the difference in the game. And then obviously we did an outstanding job on the free throw line. Not very many times you have a team go 26 to 27, but a great job of finishing it. And Jermaine showed a lot of toughness when he went down, going to the basket hard, and he did hit his head, come up, and then knock down the 2 free throws. But I'm very pleased. We've challenged the guys, and in fairness to them, they've challenged themselves to beat quality opponents. It's not okay in our program to just be competitive with good teams. If we want to do the things we've talked about, you've got to beat those teams, and to do it solidly. We're pleased.
You got behind 14-5 early, and I was like, oh boy, because it was so quick. Quick 9-point deficits like that. But then you went I think it was like 34-9 run. I thought the difference right there was Zach came in, gave you a spark off the bench, and everybody else got him. You got some stops, and you started rebounding better. I thought those 3 things.
And then they were, and we didn't panic. I know as our coaching staff on the side, and I saw the spread, and I didn't see it in our guys' eyes either, of panicking of like, oh, here it goes, type thing, or they're better than us, or anything like that. I saw more determination of trying to execute things right and just handling pressure, and we ended up doing a really good job of that. But you're right, that's the characteristic of a good team, though, and being able to overcome a little bit of adversity to begin the game.
I know Coach Kersh is happy for the break because of exams. He's got some banged up players. Isn't it almost a shame to have to take a break now, coming off the heels of a win like that? You kind of would like to keep going.
Yeah, I think the guys would like to play tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody feels great about themselves right now. But we've also been playing without, and Dylan will tell you, one of the guys that I think is going to make a huge difference for us, and PJ Weaver, who's had a nagging groin injury that he's only been able to go part-time in practice. And this week, I think we feel strongly with the things that he's been doing when we come back on the 28th that he'll be 100% and we'll be full go.
Coach, how do you manage the break? I mean, you've done it long enough. I mean, how do you manage these long breaks and keep the kids motivated and keep them from a letdown, coming right out?
Well, it's different. This I think is the 4th year of the NCAA Division II moratorium, where it's mandatory for all Division II schools to take the 7 days off. So today's the last day that we can do anything with them. 28th is the next time that we can practice. I think it certainly helps finishing with a win for guys coming back. That keeps you hungry. And we'll talk about and communicate with them on doing some things just to keep the cardio up, because that's the biggest thing right now. This gives us time to look at where we are and some things that we're doing offensively and defensively as a coaching staff and look at things. But I think, in fairness, I didn't used to like this at all, having the break and having this many days off, because we're only a third of the way through the year. It'd be different if it was halfway through the year, but this early. But the time of year that it is, and in fairness of giving our guys right after finals time to be with their families, and coaching staff time to be with their families also, I think overall it's good. And this will test the maturity of our guys coming back. I think if you have a mature team, this can be a good thing for them. Get some rest, rejuvenate a little bit, because even though we're only a third of the way through the season, we've been going since the first week of school. So it's been a journey and a process to get to this point. So I think we have the guys that will embrace this and come back even hungrier.
What have you seen through the first 10 games with this team that is obviously complete package outside of just today that is encouraging moving forward when you come back from the break?
I think actually believing guys like Dylan, that's always been a strong offensive guy for us, believing that he can play defense, and the difference when he plays defense, and we've got all 5 guys out there defending and rebound, how good we can be. To play a team like this and have 31 points off of their turnovers, to be able to convert those makes a big difference. So the thing that I'm the most pleased with, I think We've developed some skill offensively. Our guys are probably about ready to vomit from hearing jump stop so many times, but a basic skill that Dylan and I have one-on-one conversations about before. Dylan wants to coach. So those types of fundamentals that have created even more open shots are good at the bucket. But then defensively, moving feet, walling up, and rebounding. And we use the term walling up, just being solid with our body. The way the game's called now with the hand checks, you can't have hands there. And I think we've been really disciplined and have gotten a lot better at moving our feet, leading with that instead of hands. So I'd say, as good as we are offensively, the thing I'm most excited about is where we are now defensively compared to what we were day one.